We got Isohel and Iceknight coming up.
Yep. This is definitely going to be one that's slower. This is going to be a slower paced matchup.
Yeah,
Although I do know Isohel. The thing with Isohel is that out of the links that we have in region, right? We know Wolf Data as the more aggressive one, right?
Lucas.
Uh, huh?
No, I saw Ice Knight on Lucas.
Oh. I was gonna say we know Wolf Data as the more aggressive link here in Chicago, but Isohel, he's the one with the set play. You know what I mean? The one who's kind of content to sit back and use his body, the character itself, as the wall of defense and offense. So we'll see how that matches up here against Ice Knight, who, I mean, every time he just decides to show up, just decides to go absolutely nuts on the sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course he's going to go crazy on the sticks. This is the same dude who went head-to-head with MK Leo, with the likes of Sky J. Man, I really wish he won that Sky J set.
I almost broke my entire setup at home watching that MK Leo set.
Oh, God.
That was the most unfortunate set that I've ever watched. That was just, he was falling out of everything.
I'm saying, I don't know which was more heartbreaking, that or watching watching Icon get timed out by Lima last weekend.
By who?
By Lima at cost.
Oh, right, yeah.
That made me mad.
But Isohel is doing a pretty good job here, staying alive. You really want to, when you're playing against a character like Greninja, you really want to get to a certain percent, if you're going to take damage at all, right? You want to get to a certain percent where those like kill setups, right, those kill confirms are going to get harder for Greninja to hit because he doesn't have a lot of moves that he can just kind of throw out once you're at kill percentage. He has to really get close to you and get it set up.
Yeah, and as far as Isohel's play is going, doing a very good job. Nair off the wall into the up B.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Really, really aggressive recovery to make sure he stays alive because, you know, I mean, with a Hydro Pump or anything, Ice Knight could have killed him there, but yeah, you're at 173, a forward air from the other side of the stage. If you're not careful, it's going to kill you off the top.
Yep. And that screen from Link. Oh, good job using substitute. Trying to close in a bit.
We love immediately shielding that super safe Nair on shield to bait out that. There it is again. Yeah, just baiting out. What are we doing? What is, that the first time you got. The second time, all right, you know, it happens. 3 times in a row, that's your fault.
Yeah, what's that they say? I believe there's a saying, might be in Texas, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. Fool me, can't get fooled again, but clearly he did.
Yeah, gonna. God, this is that's just an unfortunate. That's just an unfortunate way to
It really
get
is.
baited out there. Just double, like triple Nairs on shield.
And right now, oh,
Goodbye.
yep, substitute. That's going to take a good counter off stage from Ice Knight. And Isohel, after what looked like a promising start, is kind of spiraling.
Yeah, he's having a hard time getting his hands on Isohel, or on Ice Knight, I mean, right? Because, I mean, he's playing a character that is so bait and punish heavy, right? So elusive, so good at dashing and dashing out, hitting something real nice and safe on shield, like that jab, running away and putting you in a bad position.
Again with that up B on stage. It's unfortunate. If it was any other character, I believe it more than likely would have been taking this first stock, but unfortunately, not with the slippery amphibian that is Greninja.
Yeah, you gotta find something, and I mean, with a character as lumbering as Link can be, right, that's hard. It's hard to find those kill moves, because those kill moves that you kind of throw out, right, it's like that forward air, so you have to get you really gotta catch with that, right? Or it's that F tilt, but that's not going to matter if we get another back air, and that's a 3 stock for game 1.
Yeah, and one thing I really liked was that weight on that boomerang, doing neutral get up. Even timed it with the down smash that Icel was trying to catch him with. But in the end, it was all for naught as Ice Knight goes up 1-0.
Yeah.
Woo! Live and learn.
Yeah, and that's a he didn't even select that actually. Did it just start playing?
Just right into it.
Hey, I don't blame him. Live and learn, and that's the saying, right? So we're
Yep.
going to hop into this game number 2, and we'll see how much Icehel actually learned from that other game, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of that Iceknight kind of dancing around him, dancing around his shield, making him think something like a grab out of shield or an uppy out of shield is really safe, and Iceknight just does not care about any of that stuff.
Yeah, definitely want to see Isohel, as the song says, learn from the words of yesterday,
There you go.
aka last game. But right now, 66 to 29%, but punishes that Nair with a grab. And let's see what we get here.
It does a lot of dashing back and forth from the two of them.
And 116.
Yeah, you're gonna parry, but it's not enough. And I like charging Water Shuriken there. You really see, in general, you see Greninjas really good doing the one tap with the Water Shuriken, but I like charging it, right? Forcing Isohel to air dodge, thinking he's safe, but yet again, which has been kind of the name of the game for the set, is Iceknight baiting Isohel into thinking he's safe.
Well, right there, you kind of hit him with a double entendre of a trap. Not only using substitute to avoid the boomerang, but even avoided the up tilt.
Yeah.
Crawled under the boomerang. That's great.
Iceknight is playing really, really well right now, just kind of dancing in and out, not giving Icehel any room to work with.
And you gotta wonder. I'm unsure if he has any other characters, but do you think Icehel tries and goes with something else, or
No, I think he
sticks
stays with Link.
Reliable?
I think he stays with Link, right? We're going to air dodge past that charged Water Shuriken, and there is Iceknight again, weaving in and out of all of Icehel's moves that he's just kind of throwing out there. A little haphazardly, I'd say, getting really impatient, but when you're playing against a character who's so, a character and a player who is so good at weaving in and out of your threat range, it can get really, really frustrating.
Oh, and just barely misses that forward tilt. Would have taken the stock right there, but unfortunately, he missed. Finally takes stock number 1 with the up tilt, avoiding the back-to-back freestyle.
Yeah, and actually there did a reverse up tilt, right? Did the run up, turn around, and that quick turnaround up tilt to kind of catch him, so that, you know, he caught him with the very tip of the hitbox, the very beginning of it, instead of the later hits of it.
Right.
Which certainly is a timing mix-up that Iceknight was clearly not ready for, but, I mean, he's still putting on a lot of pressure. Even though Icehel was able to kind of stop bleeding a little bit, Iceknight just does not seem to care at all.
And you're seeing those double nairs come out, that hitbox lasting for what feels like ages, but gets the nair into the forward air, not going to take it, and recovers back on stage with the bomb. I really like the bomb tech recoveries that a lot of Link players do. It's
I think
really cool.
I think remote bomb is one of the coolest changes between the last game and ult. It's just such a unique tool to give a character that didn't have it. It didn't have a tool that was all that unique to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now imagine this Link with hookshot. That would be obnoxious.
I think actually hookshot would have made him worse. I think
Really?
giving him a standing grab is better. Just like a regular grab is better.
You know what? That's fair.
Because now you get grab out of shield more consistently, right? And your grabs in this game, and as Link in this game specifically, are really, really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we're looking at Isohel turn up right now. Living at 180 while getting Iceknight up to the mid-100s.
Well, I mean, that's what we were talking about before, right?
That pivot.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my sentence out, but what I was going to say is when you're at those higher percents, it's harder for Greninja to get these kill confirms, right? He doesn't have a big move that he can just kind of toss out, like those Steve back airs that you see so often, right? He doesn't have that. But he does have pivot, grab, up throw immediately at 180%. That's going to kill you.
That pivot grab is huge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Might as well be a tether grab, you know what I mean?
All right, and that time he gets the up B on stage.
Yeah, finally gets the timing there. I think what tripped up Iceknight there is actually picking up the bomb in the middle of that. You know what I mean? I believe that looks like it tripped him up a little bit. Or Icehel did a much better job catching the timing.
Either way, he's doing a much better job in general this match. But he's taking big damage at the moment, 74%. And
damn!
Just raw forward smash. Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
He did not have a chance. I was looking at the clock there though. That was 2 minutes left on the clock.
That was 2 minutes?
That was 2 minutes left on the clock.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Is it best of 3?
No, it's best of 5. It's winner semi.
Oh, it's winner semi. It says best of 3 on the screen.
7 rings in hand out of all the storybook Sonic games.
Damn.
Night of the Wind takes it for the best one out of all the storybook games.
I don't play Sonic games.
Yes.
I've been meaning to tap in on a couple Sonic games, but I just haven't yet.
I highly recommend it. You should play Night of the Wind. It's fun. It was on the Wii.
All right.
I enjoyed it. Others may not have. But
I hear that about every Sonic game.
you know, there's no pleasing me. There isn't. But you know what helps alleviate some of that pain? Not talking about it.
You know what? That's so fair.
Don't talk to Sonic fans about their games. We don't like them. Oh, and try to get it with the bomb trap into the forward smash. Not going to work.
Icehel is doing a lot better this time around, not falling for a lot of those baits that Iceknight was going for. We get the down throw back air, but we're going to be able to bomb recovery away from it. I like the aggressive down air to keep Iceknight out of the way, right? Not allow him to do anything crazy, but a quick F tilt, yeah, that was just an unfortunate kind of location to land in.
Yeah.
And then also down air probably wasn't the most safe option to get out of that.
Yeah, I think maybe quick ball nair would have been a better option in that scenario. Absolutely, but currently 38% to 128. Icehel gotta hurry up and take this first stop. To
Yeah, you
avoid
gotta
that
find something.
huge deficit. And there it is.
Yeah, good stuff. Icehel had swung a couple times rather aggressively out of that, right? Otherwise, there's no reason for Iceknight to go for a counter there, or any B move, really, right? But, we're able to get it down to that smash, yeah. But, yeah, he has no other reason to press the B button there. So Icehel, recognizing that he has been swinging out of disadvantage and catching the lag on the counter with an up air, good stuff. But, I mean, Iceknight is going to just keep a lot of pressure on, and now we're going to get the drag downs. You're able to tech roll out, but it doesn't matter because he's able to find it anyways. Now we're playing that game again where he's bobbing in and out, right outside of Icehel's threat range.
Yep, bob and weave, baby, bob and weave. And right now, well, Bob is getting weaved right now, unfortunately. But 41%, it's not impossible for Icehel to come back from this. But at the moment, just the amount of pressure that Iceknight is putting on him in terms of not only trying to recover from this deficit, but also just in his face.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll see Icehel able to catch that down air with a grab and see. Let's see, can we find something? Love the nair a couple of times to empty hop starts jabbing, right? To kind of bait Iceknight into doing something. And now we're going to the other side of the stage, putting on a lot of pressure. Icehel doing a fantastic job keeping himself in the game right now.
Yeah, narrowly avoided that F smash the first time, and then the second time, knowing what Icehel was going to go for as he gets that up B, not only onto the stage, but on stage as well. Oh, not going to get those boomerang into the up tilt.
Yeah, just barely wasn't able to get it.
Oh.
But a jab block that's not going to kill just yet, right? We're only at 108 now, but oh, nice catch on that angle with the bomb recovery. We're able to make it back, though, with just another one. We throw out a really lumbering F-tilt that might cost Icehel the game here because it's going to put him back in the corner against Iceknight, which is really not where you want to be.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I thought Iceknight was about to, as forward tilt takes game 3, I thought Iceknight was about to hit him with a down air